with 2 Hall of Famers. Doris Burke and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Here we go. So Brooklyn wins the tip. Pass to Drexler. Well, 2 of the best guards in the league going at it today, Grant. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, BA, but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best.
Now here's Brunson. 4 on the clock. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one on Doncic.
Well, because Jalen Brunson's such a terrific decision maker, you can tell how confident and comfortable this team is when he runs the offense.
And the rise of Jalen Brunson has been fun to watch, Doris. No one saw him being this good.
I would count myself amongst those people, BA, and it's extraordinary. Jalen Brunson has proven highly effective, all league level effective, without having elite athleticism or size. And what that speaks to is his intelligence on the basketball floor. He has proven without those 2 qualities that you can be effective at the highest levels of the game. You have to admire it.
It's gotten to the point where you have to chase Jalen Brunson off the perimeter. This guy will really hurt you from deep.
Thompson outside. Back to Doncic. To the inside. Out to Thompson. No good on the triple. And here are the Nets now. Pass to Drexler. Here's Sampson. Defended by Thompson. Brunson up top. Leonard left side. Here's Sampson. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well. Now you have to be a little bit more cautious on the defensive end. That's his second, and there's a long way to go.
On the wing, Thompson. Pass to Aldridge. Here's Hill. Oh, Howard down with both hands.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic 2-handed slam. Anthony outside. No good from outside. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to catch up with the head coach of the Nets. As you might expect, we talked about the game plan for defending Luka Doncic. Coach stressed that they'll double team him often, saying, quote, "We want him to feel challenged on every single shot. I don't want him to get exactly what he wants out there." Sounds like Luka should expect hands in his face at all times tonight. Brian, back to you.
Thank you for that, Allie. Charlotte needs to get one up in a hurry. It's stolen by Leonard.
This is what superb defense is all about, guys. He read that all the way.
Hill with it, and Anthony picks him up defensively. Ooh, ripped away. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. 5 to shoot. Leonard outside. And Porzingis with the block.
Oh, that is a big-time block from KP. How about that rim protection?
Pass to Thompson. Outside, Hill. Back to Thompson. The 3. And he's missed his first 2 shots of the game.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
It's stolen by Doncic. Hill with it, and Anthony picks him up defensively. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Pass to Leonard. Uncovered. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
This guy has such a nose for the basket. Kawhi Leonard not afraid to let it fly on the catch.
Well, Grant, last season, the Nets retired number 15, the jersey of Vince Carter.
Yeah, half man, half amazing. In his half decade in New Jersey, making 3 All-Star teams, 2 as a starter, and joins his former teammate Jason Kidd amidst the 7 jerseys we see hanging above us.
And timeout called by Charles Lee. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Some changes for Charlotte.
Substitutions on the court.
Here's McGrady. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
I love that Rudy left no doubt. Show off that power, Rudy.
Out to the right wing. Drexler. And the 3 off target. Hornets trail by 5. Now here's Murray. To the middle. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
How quickly does Rudy Gobert move off the screen? His mobility makes him a tough cover in the pick and roll.
Anthony outside. Launches a 3. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Outside Murray. Oh, it's stolen. Anthony with it. And Johnson picks him up defensively. Good. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for the Nets.
I must say, their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
I think the other thing they're doing is they're wearing out the opponent in transition, exploding up the floor for easy chances.
Outside Murray. Pass to Gobert. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And this is year 2 for Coach Charles Lee at the helm of the Hornets, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., a long-time assistant. He knocked on plenty of doors before finally securing the lead role. And that determination to break through, something he's looking to impart to his young roster.
Well, we know Rudy Gobert is going to go down as not only one of the greatest defenders of his generation, but of all time. Just look at the number of times this guy has won Defensive Player of the Year. He is a force to be reckoned with.
2 on the clock. And it's Drexler missing. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Hornets. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Gobert. Oh, he hammers it down in the face of Kawhi Leonard.
How about the splendid concentration from the Frenchman? Rudy Gobert, excellent at converting while getting hit.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight. Drexler. Can't connect from short range. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Brooklyn out in front. They're up by 3. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Nets, what do you think, guys?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
Doncic with it. He's scoreless. Pass to Hill. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
Listen, we all know Luka Doncic can score, but equally impressive to me is his playmaking ability.
Here's Elliott. Here's Roy. To the wing on the left. Pass to Oden. Clock at 4. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. And it's Elliott missing.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Team foul.
Here's Weber. Down low. Oden misses. Charlotte trailing. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. The Hornets are trying to create a winning environment. Coach Charles Lee said, quote, "We know this is a young team, so I want culture enhancers who help us build with their hard work and creativity. Having that energy coming into the building every day is the most important thing." Guys, back to you.
Looking to set the standard. Allie, thank you. Just 5 on the clock.
Boy, something so good about a perfectly placed lead pass. That is nice.
And one guy you can neither speed up nor slow down. That's Luka Doncic.
Yeah, B.A., he completely dictates the pace. From the opening tip till the final buzzer, he can control the game.
There's the screen by Johnson. Pass to Thompson. There's the 3. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Thompson's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Now Levine. Yet to see a basket. To the right side. Here's Roy. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Oh, he picked him clean. Over to the left wing. Puts it up. And the rebound goes to Charlotte.
Boy, defense has to feel fortunate there. That's one he normally knocks down.
Outside, Hill. Here's Thompson. And here are the Hornets with another bucket.
Well, nice play by Klay Thompson, one of the best shooters in the catch-and-shoot game.
Brooklyn, no good that time either.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards. Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let them get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Inside. Here's Oden. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. And one key for quality teams in this league, beating the opponents you're supposed to beat. What goes into that, Grant?
Well, B.A., they call them trap games. An opponent that, on paper, isn't up to your level, especially when they're missing key guys. The thing is, can you find that juice to take care of business?
The 3 from Thompson. That one doesn't go. He's just 2 for 5. Anthony, left side. Here's Drexler. Still without a bucket. Here's Doncic. Look at Doncic finishing the break in style.
Well, you love to see Luka get an easy one in transition before the defense can load up.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one.
And they just keep making mistakes. I mean, that's back-to-back turnovers, which easily could have been prevented.
To the paint. And Gobert flushes it home.
This guy always amongst the league leaders in dunks. Gobert is a force around the cup.
And Gobert with a block. To the middle. And stolen by Anthony. In transition. Here comes Brooklyn. Shot by Leonard, no good.
If they just continue to dominate the boards.
And the Nets looking to improve, in particular, offensively, Doris.
I mean, there's no doubt. There is not a category within which they didn't struggle on the offensive end. Missed shots, turnovers, you name it. On the other side, they do force quite a few turnovers themselves. Their games can have a very chaotic feel.
And he buries his first look.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Out left to the wing. Here's Brunson outside. Drops in the three. Brunson's got 7 points.
That's business right there. Jalen Brunson, the catch, shoot, and on to the next play.
Out to the right wing. Murray scanning the floor. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Aldridge outside. No good on the three.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
And it's Murray finishing it off.
So active on offense. Murray doing it himself.
Knocks down the long J.
Well, we know this guy is always a threat offensively. You can't lose sight of him.
And Charles Lee wants a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. There's 49 seconds left in the first half. Back to Murray. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. And stolen by Brunson. Here's Roy. No points yet. Outside Brunson. Fires for three. The three-pointer is down. Jalen Brunson.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's McGrady. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Murray. Pass to Porzingis. It's stolen by Leonard. Unable to get that one. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Hornets out in front. They lead by a bucket. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard.
Well, that's the opportunity they're looking for, just not the result, obviously.
Brunson with it. Checked by Murray. Deflects the pass. To the inside. And he jams it home with authority.
How about the big guy attacking the rim? The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
To the left wing. Back to Murray. In transition. Here comes Brooklyn. Drexler, that's good.
Smart. Get out in front. Finish the break with authority.
I don't think anyone was catching him on that play. That is unbelievable.
to Porzingis. Out to the wing. Here's McGrady. Launches it from deep. No good there. On the wing, Anthony. And out of bounds. Charlotte will have it.
Miscommunication oftentimes leads to turnovers. That's something they'll want to discuss.
And so the timeout by Jordi Fernandez here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. On the wing, Thompson. Pass to Hill. Here's Doncic. Fires at the elbow. Out to Thompson. Clock is at 3. Three-pointer. Again the miss by the Hornets.
This is what frustrates coaches. You come out of the half and you miss your first 3 shots.
Anthony misses. Charlotte trailing. Pass to Thompson. Takes the 3. Knocks it down from distance. Thompson's got 8.
Their first basket in 4 tries. Let's see if that basket gets them going. It can be contagious now.
Here's Drexler. Now here's Brunson. From downtown. Hits a three-pointer. 13 points in the game.
Good, solid start to the half, hitting 3 out of 4.
Here's Hill. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And with new ownership and a new front office, some hope that the Hornets can get going, Doris.
Well, they need to, B.A., because it has been a long, slow history of a lack of success, and that can really wear out a fan base. Here's what we know. In the modern NBA, you have to begin with great ownership, and then your front office has to make really smart decisions. Draft well, make key trades, the acquisition of key veterans, and then your coaching staff has got to buy in. So much goes into this.
There's a whistle. That goes on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul. On defense, the Nets. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Thompson with a screen. Just 5 to shoot. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. The 3 from Aldridge. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson.
With fundamentals and footwork, Aldridge shoots better than most big men.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, what Luka Doncic does with the ball in his hands is never predetermined. He said, quote, "I just see what the defense gives me. It's never the same decision. It's a lot of factors. You've got to look at who's guarding you, if the shot's going in or not. There's a lot to think about, and then decide." Guys?
He keeps them guessing. Allie, thank you. Anthony up top. He's got 5. Got a hand on it. And so it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Drexler. Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle. All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Hornets.
I mean, those swats, they can get into your head, make you think twice about shooting it. So it's about more than just those block numbers.
What about the defensive intensity they've had in this one? Jumping passing lanes, poking the ball away, just doing a great job creating chaos.
Oh, they get a hand on it. It's hauled in by Hill.
You'd rather see him dunk that. Impose your will if you can.
Out to Thompson. Oh, and Clay makes that 3 look so easy.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
And a nice finish on the layup. Drexler's got 5 points in the quarter.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
And Here's Doncic. Thompson outside. Back to Hill. Anthony outside. Three-pointer off the mark.
Gosh, it feels like he's pressing a little bit, and obviously playing from behind doesn't help.
Now here's Hill. He has 6. And here's Thompson for 3. Sinks it from distance. Thompson's got 9 points now in the second half.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
This one for 3. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. He's made 1 and missed 1 so far at the line. And timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And that one misses. And after trading away a lot of their top veteran players, the Nets going young doors.
Well, they are, BA, and the rumor, though, says that they are looking to try to rebuild quickly. It's obviously a big market, New York City. And let's remember, free agency is a viable avenue to improve. And once they collect enough young assets, things can turn quickly.
Here's Porzingis. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Porzingis has gotten his first basket of the night.
Boy, what a display of toughness from Kristaps Porzingis. He's a rock down low.
Back to Brunson. Five on the clock. Let's go with a 3. Porzingis grabs the board.
And they've committed to controlling the boards, and it's paying dividends.
From distance, Jamal Murray.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets.
46.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Nets trail by 11. All right, time for an injury report.
Thanks. I caught up with the head athletic trainer for Brooklyn. We do now know that the ankle is twisted. He's trying to walk it off, but we have no further information at this time. Though it'll take some time to fully recover from this injury, the staff has given him the green light to play on it. Guys?
Thanks as always, Allie. Appreciate the report.
It is, and nobody wants to miss any time. Obviously, everybody wants to be out there contributing, but sometimes you got to be patient. You have to make health a priority, get the results, and then put your plan in place.
Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Kristaps Porzingis has proven over the course of his young career that he is willing to be a force as a shot blocker.
Oh, wow, guys, this does not look good. We've got an injury here.
And, man, this really doesn't look good. Just the way it happened.
Boy, it's got to be so frustrating for him. As hard as he has worked, doing everything he can to help his team, just heartbreaking.
And it's the Hornets on the break. Johnson with a bucket.
And that was a really nice sequence there. Just strong effort at both ends of the floor.
And that's exactly what you can control, right? Your desire, your hustle, your will to succeed.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Jordi Fernandez's huddle. Point blank, he wants better shot selection. He told them, we're settling guys. Come on. We're not being patient out there. We're not working the ball around. That has to change right now.
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
Folks, look out, because Jalen Brunson has caught his rhythm on the offensive end, and that typically means a long night for your opponent.
It's a one-on-one situation. Here's Levine for 3. And the three-pointer goes. Levine's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside Murray. Pass to Porzingis. KP wrecks the rim.
Well, 7'3" doesn't need much of a vertical. Easy finish for KP.
Here's Sampson, defended by Porzingis. Anthony in the post. And Anthony slams it in.
It's so sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop. Back to Murray. Clock at 6. Porzingis. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Porzingis has gotten 4 this quarter.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Here's Brunson. And it's good. Credit Levine with the assist.
Boy, as strong as he's been, they're going to need him to continue shouldering the load to try to break through.
Nice passing by Charlotte here. Murray from outside gets the 3 to fall. And the Hornets lead by 13.
They keep attacking from the three-point range here in the second half.
Let's send it over to the sideline for some news on Kawhi Leonard. How's he doing, Allie?
Hey guys, the head athletic trainer for Brooklyn provided some info for us. It's his shoulder that's the source of discomfort right now. Diagnosis at this point is that it's just a sprain. They're certainly thinking player safety first, so they'll likely err on the side of caution, but it does change their plans a bit.
Allie, thanks for the info. Obviously, guys, you hate to see an injury like this.
They're just so tough. It comes with the territory of being a professional athlete. But yes, here's hoping he recovers soon.
Well, we're obviously hoping for a speedy recovery because we know this about this young guy. He simply loves playing the game.
And it's Murray finishing it off.
Oh, explosive move. Sometimes Murray doesn't get enough credit for his athleticism.
Porzingis there for the rebound.
The rebounding differential is a major story in this game. He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds. Oh, Zach LaVine takes flight.
Well, multiple-time winner of the slam dunk contest, LaVine has got a creative streak.
Now Porzingis. Here's Murray. It's picked off. LaVine. The triple goes for LaVine.
And this is why you take away the drive. It doesn't matter. This guy's got such a balanced offensive game. The jumper's good.
Now Johnson. Puts up the tray. Oh, he cannot hit.
It's hard not to want payback when you give up a 3 at the other end, but it can force you to rush things.
Hornets leading by 12. Here's McGrady. We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter. LaVine with a steal. And Jamal Murray picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
17 points was their biggest margin. Brunson fires! Can't get the 3.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
Thompson outside. And the 3 misses. Nets trail by 12.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Good performance for the Hornets.
They had to fight for this one with the game plays, Grant.
It's all about having a strong mentality. What's interesting is that any time momentum turned against them, instead of folding, they responded with their own attack.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year. Man, you have to recognize what a night it was for Klay Thompson.
Terrific initiative. Not content to let the game come to him, he went out and made it his own.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside, Hill buries it from outside.
3.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Thompson misses the three. And so Charlotte takes this one by a big margin.
Yo, check out Hey! Put him in! Put him in! New play. Yep. Can't take that strong. Yep. Give him that. Come in. No. Come on. Clear the runway. Get that. Good job. No baseline. Oh. That's you. Keep firing that. Watch that shooter. Hold that. Back up, bro. No. Oh, get back. The ball. Cross screen. Come over here. Go. Don't leave Johnson. Set it up. Come around. Yep. Blows again. Oh, that was beast. That felt good. Out. One more. Hey. Get on Luka. Come get it. Shoot that. Keep shooting that. Oh. Come on! Hey, balance it out! Watch it, Yep. Flowers on deck. I'm too strong for you, baby. No. Great shooting. Finish that, baby. The ball! Go over it! Get them. Downstream. I'm through. Ball! Right there! Send me one! DMO teammate! Right here! Watch it, the clock. Rotating up. Here we go. To the top. Left side help. Here we go.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation. Of the NBA live on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. Last game for the Hornets, the loss to Phoenix.
Klay Thompson.
And Doncic, here we go. Buries it from three-point range. Possessions can't end until somebody grabs a rebound. Greg, two of the best on the boards are facing off tonight. They prioritize rebounding.
And getting those extra possessions can really break a team's will. When excellent rebounding teams play, everyone has to work a little harder to secure the ball.
And they double up Doncic. Hill, no good. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Bulls. It's a three-point game. Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
And you can tell that Doncic loves leaking out. They're able to get to the right spot there in transition.
Pass to Bryant. This one for three. And the three ball is good.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now, here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Oh, from ultra close range, Doncic.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Rondo. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
Embiid wide open. Off target with his three. We've seen a quick start here for the Hornets. And Greg, the Bulls have said they're leaning towards building with depth, saying that star teams are more vulnerable to injuries.
Well, they don't yet have a bona fide big-time star on this roster, so if you ask me, that might be a case of sour grapes.
For three, Kobe. Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop him now.
And finished off by Brown.
And Bryant, being an active defender, credit him for going after the steal to get that break going.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Bulls on defense, trailing by 4. Takes it inside. Thompson outside. Charlotte moving it around. 6 on the shot clock. Here's McGrady. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And McGrady has an impressive vertical there, showing once again with how well he dunks the basketball.
Brown outside. Mobley a screen. Brown with the bounce back. And Mobley throws it down.
And that's what you want to see. Good fundamental sound basketball with the bounce pass.
Pass to Yao. Back to McGrady. Here he goes. Here's Yao. That one's rebounded by Embiid.
Aggressive move. I know he wishes he had that one back.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thank you. Jaylen Brown is rounding out his game in all facets. He said, I've definitely worked on my playmaking, just being able to see the floor, making great reads, creating for my teammates, and putting pressure on the defense. Kevin?
Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. And a timeout called by Charles Lee. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Charlotte in the lead. Here's Doncic. Kemba Walker with the rebound. And as the days and months go by, Greg, it still may take us some time to get over the shock of last season's trade of Luka Doncic.
And we know the question marks as far as conditioning and defense that led to it. But hard to bet against the talent of his caliber.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
And the quickness of Adebayo is evident, especially when he's using it there on the drive.
Pass to Walker. Back to Sabonis. Down low. The kick outside to Butler. They get it back. Outside, Walker. Jones looking for an opening. Pocket 4. Sabonis. It's hauled in by Grant Hill. Hornets leading by 3. Here's Johnson. Adebayo. Out to Thompson. Poke loose. Stolen by Jones. Inside. Butler. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Butler's got his second bucket.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looks. It's a challenging shot.
A nice shot by Doncic. 50 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Jones. Back to Walker. For the 3. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And the defense has got to be better. Walker is looking to score once he gets in that position.
Here's Hill. The screen from Thompson. Just 5 to shoot. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Substitution on the court.
We've got 13 seconds left in the first quarter. High post, Embiid. Butler on the wing. Sinks the triple. Butler's got 7 points in the game.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. It's Chicago up by 3. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start.
17.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high-percentage looks.
Embiid the screen. Pass to Smith. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now, here's Butler. And the foul called on Joe Johnson. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
So it's Chicago now. 3-point lead. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tracy McGrady. That is his first foul of the game. Pass to Butler. With the floater. The Hornets pull it in. And the Hornets playoff drought continuing. Greg, their last postseason appearance, 2016.
Yeah, the rebuild grinds on. And last season, their worst record in over a decade. We're hoping these new additions can help.
Outside, Jones. Walker with a clean look. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones.
And he's kind of always had that shoot-first mentality for a point guard. And when you can shoot it like Walker, it's not necessarily a bad thing.
And here is McGrady. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Gobert, no good.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Eddie Jones on the wing. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
He likes to shoot from back there. He's steady Eddie for a reason.
Got a piece of it. Sabonis with the steal. And here they go. It's stolen by McGrady. Pass to Adebayo. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Screen by Sabonis. Back to Walker. From deep three-point land. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Gobert. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to go on Sabonis.
And Gobert knows his role on this team. Rebound, block shots, and look to score near the basket.
Wow. What, he have something in his eye on that shot? Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by.
Number 24, Kobe Bryant.
Some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Shot clock at 3. Good. Embiid's got 5.
Well, and it's just clear how comfortable Embiid is shooting the ball, especially from mid-range.
Thompson outside. The 3. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Chicago leading by 7. Brown outside. Pass to Jones. Back to Embiid. A 3 ball. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Thompson left side. To the paint. It's tipped. Well, Greg, you've had a long NBA career, so I'm curious, what's one of the biggest changes you've noticed since you've retired?
Well, one that doesn't get talked about enough. Length. Players these days are just longer, especially in the backcourt and that wing position. It feels like every team has a guy 6'9" or taller that is a pure perimeter player.
Here's the 3. Charlotte no good that time either.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
3-pointer by Embiid. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Embiid's got the lead up to 10 now for the Bulls. Doncic steps on the gas. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And it doesn't take much for Doncic to get hot. And once that happens, boy, he is almost unguardable.
Pass to Brown. And they double up Brown. Now Rondo To the middle. And stolen by Aldridge. To the inside. It's stolen by Brown. Jones from outside. Nice D from Doncic.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going in this quarter.
And, Richard, I'll say this. Jaylen Brown's often at the heart of a debate about what his true value is. I think it's immense.
Oh, I don't know what the debate is. I don't know the difference between megastar, superstar, but he is a proven all-star, an all-NBA player, and a finals MVP.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks, Kevin. The Hornets are trying to create a winning environment. Coach Charles Lee said, quote, "We know this is a young team, so I want culture enhancers who help us build with their hard work and creativity. Having that energy coming into the building every day is the most important thing." Guys?
Looking to set the standard. Allie, we thank you very much. Outside, Sabonis. Pass to Brown. Cash money! Brown with the tray.
Once a weakness in Brown's arsenal, now he's a legitimate threat to burn you from deep.
And Murray, here we go. And it's Murray with the jam.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Bryant's to the hoop. And it's Hill with the jam.
Yeah, that says it all right there. Grant Hill finishing the drive with some thunder. When he's moving at full speed, boy, it looks like he can fly.
Fader on the way. And it's he nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
He didn't even look worried about the time on the clock. Nice way to end a quarter.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Chicago leading by 11. Bryant from way outside. Offline with his three.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Look, when Porzingis has it there, there's not much you can do defensively.
Here's Rondo. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
To the middle. Here's Yao. And Yao slams it in.
And so creative with the ball in his hand. Murray draws the defense in, and it makes a terrific pass.
Pass to Bryant. A three. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Richard, the Bulls knocked out of the play-in by the Miami Heat for 3 seasons in a row.
You can't call it a rivalry if it's in the play-in. It's not the playoffs. The playoffs? With the Bulls finally committed to a rebuild, it could be a while before they create any more impressive postseason narratives.
To the paint. Here's Murray. McGrady outside. No good from outside. The Bulls leading by 11. Pass to Mobley. And here's Embiid. 4 on the clock. Kobe, that's for 2. Rebound by Yao Ming.
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
Johnson with it. Nothing on the board. Outside, Porzingis misses the 3. Outside, Kobe. Now here's Rondo. And and stolen by Yao. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Meeting the defense with power, McGrady holds nothing back and finishes in motion.
This is his first free throw of the game.
2 shots.
And that one misses. So, GA, Coach Charles Lee of the Hornets, spending a decade as an NBA assistant coach. He has really paid his dues.
Yeah, 4 years with the Hawks, 5 in Milwaukee, part of that title team. 1 in Boston as well, another title. So he's been a part of winning, now trying to translate that to Charlotte.
Pass to Aldridge. Rondo with the steal. And now it's Rondo running all the way. Here he goes.
And Rondo as good as it gets in transition, whether he's shooting or passing, he tends to make the right decision.
Here's Doncic. Oh, an easy 2 from Doncic.
Even though his team is lagging behind, he's playing like a winner. Too bad his attitude isn't spreading to the other guys.
Back to Rondo. Here's Mobley. Kicks it out to Bryant. Yao with the block.
And you have to appreciate the reach of Meade. Superb at putting himself in a good position there to block the shot.
Pass to Aldridge. Back to Doncic. Clock at 6. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Chicago leading by 10. Oh, my goodness, the slam!
And how fun is it watching Kobe take flight? His throwdowns are downright ridiculous.
Here's Doncic. Rondo with the rebound. Bryant with it. Now McGrady defending. Oh, offensive interference. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Hornets trail by 12. Outside, Adebayo.
2 minutes.
And Adebayo throws it down.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it. Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Mr. Gobert. Sabonis with the steal. We've got 1:28 left in the third. And Anunoby slams it in.
With enthusiasm, Anunoby punishing the D for giving him that opening.
Outside for Murray. That's good. Great play set up by T-Mac, Tracy McGrady. Murray's got 5 now.
If you're not right up there on him, oh, he's going to make you pay.
Outside, Sabonis. Outside, Butler. And Jones has it in the corner. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Murray outside. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
This game is going to get even more out of hand unless they start valuing the basketball.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. The Bulls leading by 12. Right side, Sabonis. The kick outside to Butler. Outside, Jones. Back to Sabonis. Inside. 6 to shoot. And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's ready to talk things through with them.
Some timeouts, you just know you're going to get yelled at. And with these turnovers, I'm going to tell you it's not going to be a very pleasant timeout.
Seven seconds left here in the third quarter. And so it's the Chicago Bulls up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Their transition game has been
The Hornets, 39.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Here's Murray. Down low. And Adebayo throws it down.
The assist.
And they trust Murray to get the ball where it needs to go.
Rondo looking around. Outside Butler. Kicks it out to Jones. Shot clock at 5. Here's Sabonis. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Wide open look here for Murray. Off target from three-point range. The Bulls leading by 10. On the wing, Brown. Sabonis, high post. Pass to Butler. And they double up Butler. From 18 feet away. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
And here's the fast break. Sabonis leading the way. Connects from three-point range. And the Bulls lead by 13. And a closer look here at the hustle stance for the Bulls.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And you also have to applaud how they've been able to create turnovers and then convert those on the offensive end.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And this is where you feed Yao because almost no one is going to be able to block it.
On the wing, Anunoby. A shot by Thompson. No one's around. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
No one there to contest, so he just drops it in like he's at the rec league.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Sabonis. Now Jones. Aldridge is covering. Out to Thompson. There's the triple. Rebound by Butler.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Wasted no time on that one. Jones has got 6 points in the quarter.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go into the next. Got to at least show a little heart out here.
Richard, what do you see in what Luka Doncic sees on the floor?
Well, Kevin, I think he's tracking all 5 defensive players and all 4 of his offensive teammates. He always seems to find a way to get players involved.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
And the dunk by Doncic.
And if you give Luka just a sliver of daylight, this is what you get.
And here's Walker. Outside Butler. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Up top, Doncic. Fires the three. Trying again. Not gonna go. The Bulls leading by 14. Jones outside. Off target from outside. Outside Aldridge. Doncic outside. Thompson with it. Picked up by Brown. Butler with the steal. Jones drives in. And that one falls.
Well, it's great to see Jones finish inside, showing how he's a threat at the rim.
Doncic. Doncic converts inside.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now, he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
Here's Anunoby. Jones outside. Driving the lane. Rising up and ripping down the two-hand jam.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct. Most of the time, if you give him that much room, oh yeah, that's going to be a problem.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Chicago.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. Cleared away by Adebayo. Now Thompson. Doncic outside. And they double up Doncic. And stolen by Anunoby. Jones with it. He's picked up by Doncic. He flies in for the alley-oop block.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's Anunoby. From outside. And down goes the three.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
And that foul is called on Grant Hill. That's his first foul.
Substitution on the court.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control.